It is with great joy I bring us the word in this session this morning. I count it a privilege to stand here this morning. I am happy to be here. This is great to have great and wonderful people in the house this day. Today we're going to be looking at the power of purpose, or purpose, a vital key to destroying depression. We all know that in our days, the day we are in, depression has been taking place. Depression has been, destroying the destiny of the young people. And we have to stand up to this. So, before we go on, what is depression? This is a constant feeling of sadness and loss of interest, which stops you from doing your normal activity. Something that hinder you from acting right the way you ought to act, brings you down, and you're sad all the time. That's what we define. That's the definition of depression. Now we talk about purpose as a key to destroying this. What is purpose? Purpose is simply living your assignments, living in God's plan for your life, living a life that is of something, living for something. How then can purpose destroy depression? We all know that the moment you are in God's plan for your life, there is no way you can be down. You can't be down living in God's plan. And we are all designed to live for something in life. And the moment that you discover this, it's difficult for you to be depressed, because your life is occupied by things you are to be doing for life, because you cannot outlive purpose. It's too elastic to outlive it. Most of the time, you live in purpose until you die, and there will still be more to do. Praise the Lord. So I want you to understand today that to overcome depression, you just have to discover yourself. We live in days and age where people try to use things to confuse themselves, to come out of depression. I've met a lot of youth going to drugs, drinks. But one thing I want you to know is this: in everything you have, the only thing you have is you. When everything is taken from you, you and you alone remains. It's vital for you to discover you, because without the discovery of you, you can't escape depression. You can't escape living in anger and violence, because the discovery of you will help you to live with men. So this day, I want you to know that trying to take alcohol to overcome depression is temporary, because when the alcohol goes, it remains you and you. Then you know that the solution has not come. So I want you to understand that your life is anchored on you. Everything you have may go, but you remain with you. Even for those that go into killing themselves, most of the time they still remain with themselves, because where you are going, it's you and you alone. So why not go to the root of the problem and solve it? So that's why I'm putting it to you this day, that the only solution to being down is to live for something, is to discover purpose, is to discover that you are created for something. Jeremiah 1 and verse 5, he said, "Before I formed thee, I knew thee." There was an ordination before your birth. There was an assignment before your birth. Discovering this will help you not to live people's life. I tell a lot of youth, you can borrow people's life, but it can never be yours, because the time will come you discover that that's not you. I've seen a lot of young people try to, change their agenda to become someone else, to change their face to become someone else, do all manner of surgery to become someone else, to look like someone else, simply because they have not discovered who they are. Your discovery of who you are will help you know that you are better than any other person you can ever see. You are unique. No one else is like you. So go into discovering who you are. And this is not far from you. It's just because we are just too shallow to going into ourselves. Many of us go on the internet every day, checking on people. But yourself, you have not checked on yourself. You've not gone into studying yourself. You don't even know you. And you claim to know people. Please, I beg you, discover who you are. That's the greatest asset you have. That's your greatest asset. It helps you overcome challenges, even in difficult time, because the journey of life is filled with challenges. But a man of purpose will outlive every challenge, because you know that they are all working to help you realize your destiny. You will get there.